Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.
Cheers. You are now watching Create a Steady Hustle with Liquid Cash.
And you remember how it was when you first met your girl or you first met your man? You remember how it was? You can't get enough of them. You all over them. You know what I'm saying? You trying to smash on the first night because you like, yeah, she looking good. She got on that dress that, you know what I mean, you like. She's wearing the right heels. And your hands are all over her. You real touchative, you know what I'm saying? You flirtatious. Yeah, you gotta have to redate the person that you with, that you've been with for 5 years. Sometimes you gotta get back to that. Sometimes you gotta redate the person you've been with for 5 years. You might have to take a trip. You know what I'm saying? You might have to go out on a dinner date and act like it's the first time y'all ever met. Because it's a different feeling, it's a different vibration, right? When you meet a girl for the first time, when you take her out on a date, you're attracted to her. You know what I mean? And pheromones is going off. And you trying to, you know what I mean, handle your business. You trying to have a time with her. You might have to take it back to that. You might have to get back to that to keep that spark alive. You dig? To keep that spark alive. You have to always remember that, man, that's all you got in your corner when it all said and done, man. Your homeboys ain't gonna be there. You know what I mean? The niggas that you say you gonna ride for, you gonna slide for, they not gonna be there when it's all said and done, man. When the smoke clears, you dig? They not gonna hold you down. There's a lot of dudes in jail right now that can't get a letter, a picture, or nothing from their homeboys, man. The only person they could depend on is the woman that they had when they was outside. You dig? When they was in the free world. They in jail, they can't hear from their homeboys, man. They can't get nothing from their homeboys. And it happens all day, every day, right? Women going to jail to see their man. So we gotta really tighten up and understand that. Know who's in your corner. Know who's riding for you. And don't let the world and the noise around you confuse you, misuse you, and take advantage of you and cause you to make a mad move. Because a lot of women make mad moves and they leave their dudes because they think the grass is greener on the other side, not understanding, man, the grass ain't always greener on the other side, man. Some people ain't got no grass. You dig? Yeah, some niggas ain't got no grass. They make you think they do, but when you really go and you check it out, you realize, man, this nigga don't even got no grass. This nigga live in the projects. I was with a man in a 5-bedroom house chilling, enjoying life. Thought this nigga had it going on, and you realize he got a Benz and he live in the projects. It's happening right now today. Don't think this shit ain't going on, man. There's niggas pulling up in the projects in BMWs and Benz, man. They ain't got no grass, man. It's just concrete. So the grass ain't always green on the other side, man. Sometimes niggas can fake it to make it, and they make it look good. So whoever you mad at or upset with, all you got to do is talk it out, man, and come to understanding. But that's really all it calls for, communication. And you sit down and you realize, man, I'm slipping. Let her feel comfortable to open up with you. Let her feel comfortable to really express herself. And you'll realize, man, how much you could learn from your woman if you give her a sense of comfort to make her want to open herself up. You're going to learn something new about your woman you ain't never known before. You dig? So, you know, I'm just here to give you the game. I can't make you use it. Feel me? Each one teach one. Somebody shared the game with me, so I got to share it with y'all. But I can't make you use the game. I just can give you it as best as I can. You know what I mean? But I also want to show y'all something real quick. Give me 1 second.
If you find out, you think, no. Because I'm going to tell you at the end of the day, it's always going to be some girl that's super attractive and better looking than the last one you saw or the last one. It's going to be better. So hopefully you build a foundation where the beauty within, you created a love where she gonna be the most beautiful thing in your sight.
You know what I will say? I was in a 2-year relationship. Like, I've only been in one relationship.
Okay.
I was so in love to where, like, even though, like, there's other girls that, could have,
Right,
the public look better than her.
Right.
I didn't, not one time I thought she was the most beautiful girl on the planet. Not one person was better than her.
Yeah. And that's what, all the stuff that goes on. And that's why, even with my wife, Tina decided to go her own way. That's why you won't see her right here. But she want to go do something else, that's fine with me. We had our run. So even though she had the stroke and getting older, she would never be like, oh man, she was always beautiful in my eyes until you say, I want to go do something else. Now you're not as beautiful to me.
And that happens in a lot of relationships. 30 years. They've been married for 30 years. And all of a sudden, she wake up one day and say, you know what? This ain't working. I want to do something else. You dig? For whatever reason, I just want to do something else. And when you think about that, man, you gave 30 years of your life to this relationship. You gave 30 years of your essence, your energy, your effort to building this family structure, to building this family tree, to building a legacy. They got 3 kids that's in the NBA. Well, at least they got 2 right now. They had 1. Well, they had 3. They got 2 right now that's in the NBA. So you spend 30 years of your life building this legacy, and all of a sudden you just wake up one day and say you want to do something else, man. And it happens all day, every day, not understanding what you're really doing. You leaving behind a legacy. You leaving behind a family structure, a family tree, just because you woke up on the wrong side of the bed that day, or for whatever reason, maybe he did something you didn't like. But either way, when you going through situations like that, sometimes you just need to pump the brakes and relax and understand that you build something of value. You build equity in a family. You build equity into this structure that you've created from the bottom all the way to the top. You can't leave that just because you feeling some type of way. You can't leave that just because you woke up on the wrong side of the bed. You got to thug it out. You got to find some way to come to a common ground and come to an understanding and work it out with each other. That's the way I look at it. Maybe I might be wrong. Maybe he did something that calls for her leaving. I don't know. But if you've been around this man for 30 years, you know all of his deepest and darkest secrets. You know everything about this person. So it ain't like this person just changed overnight and became someone new. Maybe you have, but the person you with haven't. So you know everything about him. But life is funny like that. Women will wake up one day and be gone. Nobody is here with you to the end of time. It's like we have this notion that somebody's going to be with you forever and we're going to, live happily ever after and you're going to be with me to the end of time. Nah, you come in this world alone, you're going to die alone. Right? Nobody's going to be there for you until the end of time. So it's always important to understand you have to protect yourself as well when you're in these relationships, especially if you're dealing with somebody that's not on your frequency and for some reason, for whatever reason, they start to drift away from the structure or the program that you got going on. Most of the time when somebody's reading a book and they get to a word they're not familiar with, they usually skim past that word and continue reading on. I ain't even gonna front, I used to do the same thing. But see, when you end up doing that, you usually miss the essence of what the author is trying to convey. So I don't do that anymore. What I do is I Google a word, I write it down, and I memorize it, and I add it to my vocabulary. And that one simple task, separate the winners from the losers. Anytime you try to cut corners and cheat the grind, you end up cheating yourself. And how you do one thing is how you do everything. Check out my new book, Tips on Relationships, The Naked Truth About a Beautiful Lie. Cheers.